Hello and welcome to Cracking the Cryptic, and a bit of a challenge for me today. I'll get to that in a moment. There is some interesting stuff coming up this weekend in the world of Sudoku. The Serbian round of the Sudoku Grand Prix is this weekend until Monday night. Go to Sudoku GP, put that in Google and you will find your way there. And if you have an hour and a half ready, race the clock. Now, also, talking of racing the clock, Clover from our Discord server is running a Race to 37 competition for some hand-picked speed solvers on Twitch on Saturday at 2 my time, I think, which is, what is it? It's 1 p.m. Central European time and 7 p.m. East Coast of the USA time. So that is happening. I don't know how to advise you to search for it, but if you either look on our Discord server for Clover, I'm sure there's something about it there. I think it's also being run through Logic Masters Germany, so that might be a way to look for details. But certainly a chance, I believe, to watch some live solving. Simon may drop in to join the commentary team for a bit, and that commentary team includes Bastian as well as Clover herself. And Bastian is such a phenomenal solver that his insights will be well worth listening to. So that is coming up, as is our interview with Tantan Dai is being edited still. Simon has also put up on our Patreon page my solve of the Times Monthly Club Special Cryptic, which is an insane crossword full of vocabulary which could be very much meta-described as both arcane, esoteric, and recondite, I would say. So do have a look at that if you're interested in cryptic crosswords at all. Now, this puzzle comes from Christoph Seeliger, who sent it to us with a note that he was a bit afraid to send it to us because of the disaster I had with the last position sums puzzle. Well, that's a bit harsh, I thought, but there we go. You speak as you find. It was a very difficult puzzle. I didn't think I did that badly. The comments didn't seem to bear that out, but maybe I'm thinking of the wrong puzzle or something. Anyway, position sums is a slightly odd variant, and I will try and Christoph's made it odder by using his classic odd-even substitutions here. So I will try and explain it carefully. Normal Sudoku rules apply. For each row and column where clues appear, there are 2 clues. The first, the white clue, tells you what the first 2 cells in the column or row, A and B, add up to. So here it's an odd even number. That could be 10, 12, 14 or 16. The grey clue, so let's imagine this was 7 and 9 adding up to 16. The grey clue tells you what the 7th and 9th position in the column add up to. So that would be these 2 cells, and they might be 2, 4. Adding up to 6, which would be a single even digit as represented. So that's how the clues work. Same for rows as for columns. It's a reasonably simple idea, but it really messes with your head when you actually try and use it because you get the 2 types of clue confused. Now remember that E can be a 0 in a 2-digit clue, so they can be 10. Actually, a little insight. None of these clues are more than 17 because they're all adding 2 Sudoku digits. So that's straight off the bat. Do give this a try using the link under the video. I am using the old software because I think the new software cuts off some of the grey clues on the left. So we're using the old software today for a reason. And I'm going to try now. Let's get cracking. Hope we don't have another disaster. Where do we start? Box 1 is normally a good place to start because there are so many A and B combinations, 6 of them. Yes, look, that has to be an odd and an even to make an odd sum. So does that, so does that. That's used up 3 of the evens. This uses up the other one because it's another odd sum. So this cell is odd because we've used up all 4 evens. And actually, these all have to be at least 11. So where's the 1 going in the box? So that's pretty. The 1 can go in here only because all of these have to be an odd digit. They have to be at least an odd digit followed by an odd digit. They all have to be at least 11, and 1 cannot be in any pair of cells adding up to 11. In fact, yes, that's beautiful. There are 4 separate dominoes that all have to add up to at least 11, plus 1 is 45. That must be what they do all add up to, because 45 is the total of any row, column, or box. So that 1 is fixed, and these are all 11 combos, and I don't know how to use that at all. Where does 1 go in this box? Again, not there because of that odd-odd combination. Now not there, so it goes in one of these places. This box has a different vibe going on. 3 sets of even, single even there. Yeah, the way to approach this is to say, where do 9 and 8 go in the box? And they don't go in any of these 3 dominoes here, because 10 is the smallest even number that you can get to using 9 or 8, and 10's too big for those clues. So 9 and 8 must be in those cells. 9 in box 4 cannot be here with a 1, because it would always be too big, so it or with anything else, so it's in one of those 2. This is a pair that adds up to 11. Now it doesn't have a 9 or 8 in, so it's either 7, 4 or 6, 5. And in fact, these are 1, 7 is one of them. Yeah, 2 of them, look, 2 of these have to be odd. I don't know which 2, but let's say it was those 2. Well, they must both have odd cells. They must use 1, 7 and 3, 5. They must both add up to 8. Now the other one, which is even, has a 2 in it, not an 8, obviously, either 4 or 6. So the rump figure is a 4 or a 6. So that goes in one of these cells. I don't know how to pencil mark that I know that 2 of these are odd pairs or what. Now 2 and 3 in the column must go in these. Oh, look, that's really pretty. One of these is odd. Well, both of those are odd, but only one of them can have a 1 in. The other one can't. And the other one, therefore, can't have a 1, 2, or 3, and yet it adds up to a single odd digit and must be 4, 5. So 4, 5 are in that group as well. And the 1 can go with either 6 or 8 to make an odd number. So where does 7 go in the box? That's gorgeous. 7 can't go in there because it would go with the 9 and make 16, which is not odd. So this is now a 2, 3, 7 group. That doesn't have a 7 in. These don't have a 6 in. That surprised me. They don't have a 6 in. Let's get the corner marks out. Now this is either 9, 6 or 9, 8. I don't know which. Now there was something I saw a moment ago. Yes, look at this. Oh, yes, this is beautiful. This is an even pair of cells here, meaning they add up to an even number. That means they have to be the same parity. Now, the only small odd digit we've got left is 3. If that plus 7 were here, that would be 10. And obviously using 9 makes the situation worse. So this must be 2 and 4. That is absolutely fixed. They are in 11 pairs, so they go with 7 and 9. 3 and 8 is the other 11 pair, goes down here. Now we know in this row that it's those 2, so I'm going to colour them purple. I was planning to parity shade this grid. That was why the one went orange, but I don't think I will now. Or maybe I don't want to combine it with what I am going to do, which is to colour the cells where the grey clues are adding up. And look, this is brilliant. This is adding up the 3rd and 8th cell in the row. They have to add up to an odd number, to a 2-digit number. So 9 must go in there. 10 is an even number. That's fine. Oh, now what? Oh yeah, one of these is 2-9 because they are 11 dominoes. Dominoes that add to 11. Now if this one was 2-9, we have a huge problem. We'd be adding 9 plus something over here to give a single digit sum. No way. So that's the 4-7 one. 2-9 is at the top. Now we can purple a whole bunch more cells. And these two have to add up to an even number that's less than 10. So they're from 1, 2, 3, 5 and 6, and they are the same parity. This one has to take 9 up to an odd number, so that is even, and it's not 2. So I don't know what it is. Oh, 4 can't be in those cells now. 5 can't be in those as a result, because 4 always goes with 5. More importantly, 9 now can't be here, so it must be here. So it will be adding that cell. Actually, from the moment we knew that 9 was in one of those two, I could have highlighted that one. It's going to go with either that or that to make odd even. One of these is 4 and 5, so either those two or those two cells are getting added together. I don't have much information about that. Let's take out all the corner marks because they're just annoying me now. Yes. These 3 dominoes are 1, 7, 3, 5 and 2, 6. Those add up to 21. The remaining total is 24. 3 single digit even sums. They're all 8. So 1, 7, 3, 5 and 2, 6. Now we know in which column 7 goes and 5. So the 5 is in this column, and therefore the 3 is in that column. The 7 is in this column, and therefore the 1 is in this column. So those can't be 1s now. Now we've got a 4, 6, 8 triple in column 2. That's brilliant. Okay, not only does that do 3 and 8 up there, that means that the 6-2 pair must be a 6 in this column and a 2 in this column, and we've reduced them all to triples. That's incredible. That's not the way I was expecting this to develop at all. Right, those can't have 6s in. 1, 2, 5, 2, 2, 2. Oh, I still don't know what these are. Never mind. Okay, I don't know. Oh, those can't be 8. So that's a 1. Yeah, no, obviously that's a 1, 5 pair. I had everything else in the column. And the 5 goes with a 4. It's either there or there. Now the 1. Oh, the 1 is a 1. Knowledge bomb from Cracking the Cryptic there. The 1 is not only a 1, it's in the first cell of the column. So the 1 is the first cell. So this can't be a 1 to make an odd total, because it would need another 10 in a Sudoku cell. We don't allow that. So here is where the 1 must be. 1 there. Now I can put in the 5, 4. Then this is either 6 or 8, and we need to put a 9 in one of those cells to make this up to 10, and we know it's not there. So we'll put the 9 in here. Colour it purple, that goes purple, these two go purple. We know more about purple than that because this has become a 6, that's an 8, so we know this is purple. And wow, we have all the purple cells done in rows 1 to 6 now. 15, that's fine. No, 10 from 1 plus 9. Here, these have to add up to an even number that's more than 8. 7, 5. I don't know, there could be lots. Oh look, 5 and 6. How long have I had that sitting there? They're adding these two. Let's make them green for the down cells we're adding. They have to add up to odd even. So they are 10 by 7 and 3. So we get a 2 here. So that's relevant to what I was looking at here. I was looking at this going, oh, there's so many combinations. It could be 7, 5, 7, 3, 6, 4. And actually, no. It's either 7, 5, not 7, 3 because of this cell. 6, 4 is okay, but it's one of those pairs. Nothing else can be high enough to get up to 10 or 12. This pair, I don't know. This is 1 odd and 1 even. There's a lot of well, there's, okay, 3, 6, 7 and 8 get used. 1 doesn't get used in that. Okay, what next, if anything? Right, I can place a 9 in box 2 by beautiful old Sudoku. Thanks to this accompanying those 9s, and that not being a 9, I suppose. Now, that 9 is in A and B for this column, so we can make this cell green. We need to make that plus whatever's here add up to... Oh, no, first of all, 9 plus this add up to an odd number. So that is 4, 6 or 8. These two add up to a single digit odd number, and I don't know how to do that. So this is adding up with either this cell, or this one to give odd odd. Well, that's not very helpful, frankly. Ah. One of these is 6, 2. It can't be this one, because if this was 6, 2, it would be adding the second and the 6th cell to give us 00, and the second cell would be a 2. Oh, hang on, it could be. That could be an 8. I was going to say that can't... No, that's right, it can't be. That would have to be a 9. 00 would have to be odd, so that would have to be a 9. So this is not 6, 2. Oh, I tell you what we've got. We've got these clues. 2 and 4 are adding 4 and 5 to make 9. It's done already. Didn't even need the clue. 9 and 7 are adding these two. Oh, I forgot those, sorry. To make an odd number. So they need a 2 in. If that's odd, that has to be even, yes. So we know where the 2, 6 goes. Now, whatever that is fine. So I'm going to overrule this green with purple to make the 2 cells I need purple in the bottom row. And they have to add up to at least 10 and be even. So that is an 8. Oh, that goes to, didn't I say if this was... Oh no, I was looking at if this was 6, 2 and I had the wrong conclusion. Okay, not to worry about that. Sorry. 7, 1... That doesn't work. If this was 7 and 1, we'd be adding that cell, which is a 7, and that cell, which would have to be a 1 to make this total no more than 8. And we've already put the 1 there, so that doesn't work. So 3, 5 there, 7, 1 here. This total is 3, that's fine. This is now adding, 3 and 5, those two. to make a small even number, so it obviously can't start with 8 or 9. In fact, this has to be 2. This is now a 9, just by Sudoku. That is an 8. Now, 7 and 1, so we're adding those 2 cells to get an odd number more than 9. So this one is 4, 6 or 8. That's not as helpful as usual. I've got all the purples done. I now have to do the greens. Right, I've done this one. We're adding that, which is 1, 3, 4, 5 or 7. Just all the candidates. Can't. To 4, 6 or 8 to make 11, 13, 15 or 17. Oh, not 8. That's not going to work at all. The maximum you can get to is 9, so that's no good. But I don't see how to rule down on those. So 4 or 6 there. Now, oh look, where does 1 go in box 2? It doesn't go there, obviously, and it can't go in one of those cells because these add up to at least 10, and we've used the 9 in the box. So 1 is in one of those 2, which is really useful because it means we get to green that cell. And we're adding that to whatever's in the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 5th or 6th cell to get 10, 12, 14 or 16. I'll tell you what, this can't be a 1 here, this green one, because the 9 in this column is in the 7th, 8th or 9th, or the 7th or 8th cell, and the 1 would need to, if the 1 was here and it would be part of that OE sum, it would need the 9, and it's not there. That's what I'm concluding. It is here. Now this adds on to the 1 to make even, so it is odd but not 1, 3 or 5. Now what are we adding with that 1? I don't know what's here. So, oh, but we are getting to 10. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're adding... Yes, we are. We are... No, we're adding this... Sorry, I'm so confused now. We're adding this green cell to the number in whatever that green cell is, row of this column, to get to something bigger than 8. I don't know how to deal with that. Right, 9 is in one of those 2 cells by Sudoku. That old Sudoku, I know. 8, I don't know. Oh yeah, I do know. Look at 8 looking into this box. That's beautiful. 8 suddenly goes in there in the green cell. So that goes green. We're adding 8 to that to get an even number. So that is not 9, my friend. 9 is in there. This is an even number. It's not 8, 2 or 4. It's 6. In this row, we're adding 9 to one of those. No, we're not. We're adding whatever's there to one of those 2. It's still very uncertain. Right, 3 though is not in there. It has to be in one of these cells. We can green that cell. Don't know what we're adding to 3 to make. Ah, yes, I do. We need to make 10 or 12. And we can't use 9, so I'm just going to fill in 3 and 7, colour in this as green, that's the 7th cell. These 2 add up to a small even number. So we could have 2, 4, 2, 6 or 1, 5. I don't know how. Well, okay, 2, 4, 6 or 5 there. 2, 4, 5 or... Oh, we can't have a 1 in either thing, so it's not 1, 5. So it's... This must be a 4. and this must be a 2, and that is just givens. This is now a 6. We've got, what have we got to fill in? That's a 1, that's a naked single. 7, 3, 2, 9, 4, 8, 6, 5, yes. 6 and 5 can be completed in the column. To take 6 out of there, this needs to be an odd sum. So the 8 is definitely in there, and that 8 is telling me it's not in column 4, so that's 8. This can be 7 or 3 and fulfill that, that's fine. Okay. Now, do we know more about this? This is adding the 9th cell, I still don't know what the 6th is. It's all very uncertain. Okay, this can't be 1 or 4 anymore. 3, 5 or 7 remaining to go in the box. Oh, look, this is, that doesn't help. Well, sorry, I thought I'd just not looked at that clue, but it wasn't the case. Right, 4 or 5 there, 4, 5 or 6 there. Let's just do candidates. Though that 3, 5 has become a 5. That fixes 6, 5. This isn't an 8, and actually I've got a 4, 6 pair in the top row. So that's 1 or 3. This is 2 or 8. 4, 6 and 7 still possible here. Now, these now can't be 5, 7. They have to be the same parity. There's 6, 4. Gives me a useless pair in the final column. Probably be useful at some point. 8, 1, 9, 6. Oh, what am I missing? What am I missing? 1 in the central box has to be there. 2, 3, 4 and 7 to go. Now, surely, can I, oh look, these are all narrowed down a bit. So I'm trying to make odd out of that green and either the 8 or the 1. Well that's odd, so that 1 won't fly. So they go with the 8. So that becomes a 4. Now whichever one that is works fine. So that didn't resolve anything there, but I get 5 and 6 done in the top box. That's not a 5. Now I've got a 3, 7 pair. So this is a 2, 4 pair. Actually, I know which way round because of this 4, 6 thing. That's 3 or 7. I've got all sorts of 3, 5 and 7s to resolve. I don't know that from its clue. I'm finding it hard to believe that boxes 3, 6 and 9 are actually going to resolve by regular Sudoku at some point now. It's got to be about now because I've done all of these clues. Everything, all the position sum clues I think are absolutely done as far as I can now. So the rest is regular Sudoku in some way. Right, a 3, 7 pair there. So this is 2, 5, 8 triple. 4, 6. These are from 1, 3, 7, 9. That one's obviously not 9. 3, 5 and 2 to go. But 2 has to be there and there. So that's used up the 2s for columns 8 and 9. I can put in a 2 here. Confidently. He said very unconfidently. Now look what that's done for 8s. They're locked into those columns as well. So 8 goes there with a 7, 9 pair beside it. I wish I could get these resolved. Maybe there is. Am I missing something? I don't know. Now it's not a 5 pair. I can't use that because 5 could still be down here because these aren't sorted. Come on. 5, 8, 4, 6. 6, 2, 9, 8, 5. Oh, that can't be 6. Oh, that's interesting. That means 6 is definitely in one of those 2 cells and not here. Good Lord. 4 there, 6 there. That can't be 4. Oh, and that's made that 6, 7, 4. That 7 has fixed the 9, 7 pair. This can't be 9 or 7. This can't be 7. So that's a 1, 3 pair. And that suddenly looks back into the central box. Quite unexpectedly at that point. 3. And all of boxes 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8 are done, to my amazement. So now I begin to believe that I will finish. It didn't look right. That's a 9 now. Good grief. 1 there, 3, 1. That fixes 3, 1 there. That fixes 2, 3 here. That does 8, 2 here. That does 5, 8 here. Well, there have been some moments there, but I wouldn't call that one a disaster. That is an absolutely stellar puzzle. It's so logically crisp, and yet, I mean, there's nothing easy going on there in my opinion. Brilliant puzzle, Christoph, as so often. Thank you for sharing it with us. Thank you for watching on Cracking the Cryptic, and hope to see you again soon. Oh, let me just hit the check button. Okay, what a relief. Okay, bye for now.